Hello coders. In this video, we're gonna see the best approach for the question equal row and column pairs. In last two videos, I have solved this question in best approach, in better approach and in brute force approach. In those videos, I have explained this question thoroughly. So if you didn't check that video, please check it. And now we'll see the best solution that I can write for this question. So yeah, let me take you to the screen. And now. So what was the question here? Key we have to check the row and column. If the row column matches, then we'll see ki it is one pair. Then again we are doing this repeatedly basically. Row and all columns. Again second row, again all columns. And when we stored it in better approach that we stored a row in map, column in another map, and we checked it. In that question also we were finding it. This is the better approach that this is the better approach code, and here I am finding it, and finding takes time. So can we reduce the search time, like finding time or the search time? This is basically what we are doing. We are searching this vector in column map. So can we reduce this search time? Yeah, we can reduce it using try data structure. If we know the, like, in try data structure what we do, key every column, every node, like it basically a tree data. And in try, basic like we can see that try is more generally used to store strings and in searching operation. So here we are, what we are doing, we are searching the same column or same row. So we are searching and for the same thing. And if it is something repeating, like you can say try is basically famous for prefix string. So if the prefix is matching, like not just prefix, we want all, like all row and columns same. So all the branch should be matched that. So here what intuition I get here, key if I'm matching something to something, like one, like rows first element to the columns first element, row second element to the column second element, I'm just comparing two things. And that can be done, that I have saw that done in try data structure in efficiently way. How it is efficient? Because it itself, like, a node contains all the elements in try. Like here what they have told us, key 10 grid ij can go up till 10 raised to 5. So what I can say, key my first element can be 10 raised to 5 up to 10 raised to 5. And whatever it is, like what if it is present, then go to that node, mark it present, I mean that node. Through that node, draw a next node, and that node will store the address of the next node. Likewise, we'll go till n element, that is rows all element, and we'll, when we go to the next row, and if it is the same, we will not store it again. We just checked it, key yes, it is present, it is present, it is present, okay. Then what we store here, key if it is two times, so in node of try we maintain a variable that is count. And yeah, count, and the node that try data structure, that is 10 raised to 5 size vector, and a count variable will be in node. And we'll create a try, then for the rows, and like create a try tree for the rows. And while checking a column, we just check it, key if it is present, if it is present, and if it is a break between in between, then we'll not check further, we'll check the next column. Likewise, we can save the time of search, and also the space, like it's not space for storing the column. So yeah, let's see how I did it. Like what I was saying, key I was saying basically this, like this is the diagram for this one, for this question. Like this is a basically my try. This is the root node, and for the root node, I took a node which contain vector of 10 raised to 5 numbers, vector of nodes which contain 10 raised to 5 null nodes. Basically first root will contain, then and a count which stores number of repetitions of that row of that row. Huh? So here I took first 3, node 3, count 1, and then basically I don't want to do this. Let's take a second example. Here, let's take this second example. And what I want to say key here, I took 3, and then I took 1, and then I took 2. All those where I'm maintaining this count equals to 0, cause I will increase the count when I'll store whole row. Like if I store 3 1 2 2, at that time I increase its count. When I stored 1 4 4 5, I increased its count, that is count 1, 1 4 4 5. And when I stored 2 4 2 2, I increased its count, and 2 4 2 2 is 2 times, so I increased its count by 2 times. So this was the my try concept here. This is node, and it is storing the address of next node, and we'll go till the end. And while checking the columns, what we will do here, key will this is the column basically, and in columns when we go 3 1 2 2, for 3 1 2 2 we already have this, like 3 1 2 2, we'll add this count to our answer, that will be 1. Then we'll go to 1 4 1 4 4, we'll go to here 1 4 4 and 4, but here we don't have any 4, so we'll not add anything. Then we'll go next column, that is 2 4 2 2. We have 2 4 2 2, so we'll add answer this last, like this count to the to our answer. Then we have 2 5 5 2. Here we have 2 and we don't have 5, so here itself we break that searching, and we'll return to root, and then again we'll see if we have any column. If we don't have any column, then we'll return the answer. We'll go to, well, this is my basically our my imagined try tree will look like this. Like this is my solution tree basically. This was the my solution, and I told LeetCode, like my high LeetCode premium, so that I used that premium, and I mean that feature in that premium, and told key draw a try data structure for my and like my code, and it brought this. And this is basically what I had imagined in my head, like I wanted like this only. And yeah, we just gonna implement this thing in code. So what I did key in submission, in first in memory limit exit, I will show what I did first. This was my concept, like I'll store, well, I stored all, no all 10 raised to 5, like they have told ki we will have this number 10 raised to 5 numbers, so I took all 10 raised to 5 for every, like for every 10 raised to 5, if I have or not have, I was filling that index by null, but as it is 10 raised to 5 for one node, and for 10 raised to up to 10 raised to 5 it will be 10 raised to 10. Likewise it gonna give MLE error, that is memory limit exceed. But if we see here, for this question, like say here maximum I have used 5, and I'm taking 10 raised to 5 plus 1, these much nodes, that all nodes will be null and I will use only till 5 nodes. So is it like how we can optimize it? Basically here what we are doing key, for that index I'm placing null, for that index I'm placing null. So can, for that index is integer, and null is node, like for, and basically null basically pointer. But what I want key, I want integer, like on that index I want a node. So basically it is map, that you get it key, I'm just mapping a node to that index. So I can use a map here, map int node, and that's what I did in next, like in my um, answer that accepted, that didn't give any error. In that answer I did that. But before going to that answer, you have to just go through it. Cause first I thought about this ki I will have this much notes, so I'll gonna have this much null points first for the one node, and I'll take a node that is root node. I'll give a new, like I took a root node, I assigned it new node, and I took a current, that is I want to know ki where I am right now and that in the tree. So for that, I took a current. I run a loop in which I am taking a row. First, for every row, I will start from the root node. So I took current is equals to root, and then I'm going for every column. And here I took, if that index, that current array index, this basically means current pointers, that is node, that is our node. If that array's index is not equal to null, it means ki it was present before. Like here in this case 2422 it was there first, and then again if I went to, then if it is present, then just take a current and take current and current at that index, that whatever the node on that index, assign my current, like assign that node to the current. And if it is not, then what I did ki currents count is equals to 1. That also I can do at the last, but here I did it. I have corrected it in the next version. We'll see the same code and the few changes only, that these are the visible changes. Like you can find ki this and this code are perfect, like these code are same, but just 2 or 3 changes that you can see, and you can also relate it ki yeah, this can be optimized and this is optimized now. So yeah, here I did this like this. This wasn't required for every j, but it was required at j is equals to n minus 1. So I did it for every j. Current count is equals to 1. Then current array at the index is equals to new node, that if I don't have that node before, then go to that nodes at that index. Index is basically that grid adj, that cell value. Go to that index and assign a new node, and mark my current to the current is equals to current at the index. Here also I can also, like I could have also done key current index and current index can be taken common and also it can be written, but yeah, I had did that in next video, like in my next code. We can also, we gonna see that also. First I made a try tree like this, which gonna look like this or like this, and then I checked column, like take a column and I'm checking it if it is present or not. If it is not present, then break it. If it is present, like if it is not null, it means ki that grid column value, that column value, that cell value is present in that tree. And if it is present and that row is, like, as I'm checking a column, first I made a row, every row's tree, like 3 1 here in example number 2. We have 3 1 2 2 1 4 4 5 2 4 2 2. These I made a tree for that. Now I'm checking 3 1 2 2 1 4 4 4 2 4 4 4. Like I'm checking columns now. So for that, and what I'm doing ki, if my row of that, like for this column, if my row is at n minus 1, it means ki till last my column is matched with that row. How I can say that row? Because it has started from current is equals to root, and from root to the leaf node it is matched. It means ki it was present in the, it is present in the tree. It means it is a row, because it was a row tree. And if it is a present, then increase that frequency of that count, like frequency of that row in that grid. Answer plus equal to current count, and go to the next one. Likewise, I did like this, but this gave me memory limit exceed error. And we'll see the next solution. which is this one, which is the last one that is accepted. And what I was saying ki in this, like where the memory limit exceed was given, here it the node was mapped to the index. So that's what I corrected here. I took a map. Index is type int and node will be type of node star. Like null was basically what we were assigning the pointer, that's null pointer. So I took a node star, that is a pointer, node of node point, like node pointer, node star array, and I just initialize count is equals to 0. I went to every rows element, like if I'm gonna make a row tree. So I go to the rows cell, like grid ij. I took it as an index, and I checked ki if my current array, here array means map, here in that node I assigned array to a unordered map. So in that array, on that, find that index. If that index is present, then we will take current is equals to current at that index, like whatever the node was present at that index, assigned to that node's address to the my current pointer. And if it is not present, then assign new node to the current index, that is current array index. That is array index means what? It's basically we are mapping that node to this index, and this array is nothing but map. This is not a array or vector, and I mistakenly labeled, or yeah, it's somewhat ambiguous, like array means array, but it's not array, it is a map, cause in this, like it is a name of my map. And yeah, I did this first, like, and that also, like when I was increasing count at every node, that wasn't required. It was required when I reach to the end. At the end, I am increasing current count is current count plus 1. I am not maintaining that current count at every node. I am just like here. This was my first intuition. Like when this was my first implementation, I was implementing it to every count. Like every node, I was maintaining its count. But then what I did key, I come up with the solution where I can write, uh, where I can here, if you can see here, I'm not increasing count at every node. I just increase the number of count at the last. So yeah, that was my intuition, and that was my optimization. Instead of increasing count at every node, increase it at last only, cause I just want to check every row. Like I don't want to just check prefix. I want to check all things, like all row, all column, like complete column or complete row. So that's why I increase it at last. And then yeah, I just made a row tree here, and then I went for the column and took a number in, like as index here, grid row column. And I you can see here, when I was going from row, every row, I took a row and column, like here this is row and this is column. But when was going from column to row, like column wise, at that time I took a column and row and take, this is same only, grid row and column. I took that index, I checked it. If it is, then go to the next like. And why I added current like at every point I have added answer plus equal to current count, cause at every stage it was 0, and it was not 0 at only at the last. And if that row is matched with column, then and then only we gonna add, like then and then only what, that the addition will be the matter. Like I'm adding 0, it means adding 0 doesn't gonna make any change over answer. So I just perform this operation at every time. We can also add here a condition, that is if my row is n minus 1, then add this. But that doesn't gonna make any difference, and then we will return the answer. So yeah, this is my optimum answer, and this gonna take big of n square time only, and so the space complexity is big of n square. So yeah, let me know if you understood this or not. If you not, I will make again one video. But yeah, this is my best approach. And yeah, so mm, bye.